toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. So Texas A&M's offense will take the field first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Reed. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy, and they were able to get home early, really creating some momentum on their side.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to go deep. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
So BYU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man, it's Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard...
There he goes!
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Makes the grab. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes and catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They're setting up the screen. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Reads it, fires complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. On the move, it's Norman. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Here comes the field goal unit. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Right down the middle. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the foot.
Turning it on! He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. trying to punch it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. It's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Williams.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They go to the wide receiver screen. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. To the air, it's Reed. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. Still a 17-point cushion. This lead in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in this. And it's a fumble on the play. Now the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Team makes the catch. It's Bussey. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Gives it on the option. Crosses the 30. Racing down the left side. The 30. Inside the touchdown, BYU. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Snagged in the middle, it's Riley. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Morrow. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Aggie! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a... Fires one high and deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Here's the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Using his legs, it's Norman. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Texas A&M 31, BYU 10.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him this time. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Breaks into the open.
chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in, the first down and more. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe...
Touchdown, Cougar! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To throw, it's Bachmeier. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Gets rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Bachmeier. The throw, and it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He'll throw on third down. Under fire. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll go with a direct snap. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're